Hey hurdlers, do you think your event is tough? Imagine if the hurdles were 3, 6, maybe 9 inches higher. Crazy, right? Well, that's what it's like if you're a short hurdler. They're at a huge disadvantage over taller hurdlers. So if you or some hurdler you know is lacking in height, you need to watch this video. I'm going to give you solutions to the challenges so you can level the playing field. By the way, I got help on this video. Eric Edwards, one of the fastest hurdlers in the world, is helping out on this video. Yes, Eric Edwards, who in high school ran a 13.32 in the 110s when he was only 5'7", and then he went on to race for the University of Oregon, LSU, and represented the U.S. in the Pan American Games and is now a professional. He's got some good advice, so you don't want to miss this. So let's go. One of the most obvious challenges of a shorter hurdler is the height of the hurdles themselves. Clearing a taller barrier leads to a higher risk of clipping the hurdle, losing momentum, or worse, stumbling and falling. The solution is to perfect your technique. Most hurdlers in high school and lower do not have good form. They clear the hurdle at least 6 inches higher than they need to. So as a shorter hurdler, you can erase this disadvantage and master your technique and clear the hurdle really low. If you want help with your hurdling technique, I've got 2 free ways to help you. First is with my hurdling technique cheat sheet, and the second is you can send your video in for me to review. Both are free and you can learn about them on my website at acemethodcoaching.com. I'll also leave a link in the notes below. Shorter hurdlers aren't able to just run over hurdles like their taller competitors. They have to jump up at them, which gives them more air time on the other side. And the more time you spend in the air, the slower you're going to go. To avoid jumping at a hurdle and getting a lot of air time, you should take off and land a little farther away from the hurdle. This enables you to take a lower, flatter arc over the hurdle. This is also referred to as a parabolic curve. The goal is to keep it as level or flat as possible. Eric has some things to say on this.
Because for my height, I have to take off from the hurdle further than before, so that parabola is a nice, smooth, but aggressive and effective parabola attacking into the hurdle versus where at times I'll get too close and I have to go up more, I'm slowing it down. Or I'll get too close and the parabola will be nice, but if I get too close, the trail leg will hit the hurdle. Like if my trail leg hits the hurdle in a certain way, like with my knee, I know that, okay, I'm either too close or my timing is off with my trail leg.
Shorter athletes usually have shorter stride lengths, so reaching the next hurdle might require you taking more steps than taller hurdlers. The solution is to develop your speed and power. Being faster and more powerful can lead to covering more ground with each stride. So participating in power exercises like plyometrics and speed training can help you take less steps between the hurdle. Consistent practice and targeted workouts can make a noticeable difference in performance.
When you watch the races, a lot of my competition gets off of the hurdle faster than me, but I make up the difference in between. And being able to, I guess, you shift and get back to the front coming off of the hurdle because I have so much air time. But because, legs aren't as long as everyone else, I see everyone's lead leg getting back down. But by the time my trail leg hits the ground and that second foot hits, we're all either even or I'm in front.
I discovered the best program for developing speed and power, and it's been used by some of the best high school and college hurdlers and sprinters in the world. Seriously, and you can do it too. You can check it out on my website, and I'll leave a link in the notes below. Beyond the physical challenges, shorter athletes might also face psychological hurdles. Thinking of yourself as being at a disadvantage compared to taller competitors can lead to self-doubt and anxiety.
If you really want to do it and you just have to be consistent at it. You just have to be consistent and work at it. Yes, I understand that it is more difficult for shorter legged individuals, but if you practice on it, you get the range of motion, you have the hip flexibility and the hamstring flexibility to, be able to get over the hurdle. You don't necessarily have to jump. For the 42-inch hurdles is a visually challenging object because for some reason it just looks so much taller than what it actually is, and that's really majority of the battle is getting past the physical looking of it. Oh, it's 42. It's 3 more inches. 3 more inches is that big.
So you can see there are some challenges to being a shorter hurdler, but they can be overcome with some extra work and dedication. We're here to help. If you'd like to learn more about hurdling or how I can help you, you can check out my website at acemethodcoaching.com. If you'd like to learn more about Eric Edwards, you can follow him on Instagram. I'll leave a link in the notes below. Until next time, Coach Ace out.